Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another important topic of Angular, that is signal. In our last session, we discussed what is signal in theoretical manner. But today in this session, we are going to see how to create the signal, what all types of signal we can create, and what are the syntax or structure that we are supposed to follow. Okay, so we will follow everything practically. I'll show you everything with it input and proper output, and also we will see how we can customize the signal as per our requirement. Okay, so by the end of this session you will be able to answer all the questions related to signal creation. But before we proceed further, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for timing we are just mainly focusing on how to create signal. Okay, so let's start. So here now what I'll do, I'll simply go to my app.component.ts file, and here we will start creating the signal. But just before creating it, let me tell you a small definition again, so that if someone has not watched the previous session, they have some idea on it. Okay, so signal is a thing that will help us to track the changes. Okay, you can simply say that it is a wrapper around the value, so whenever that value is changed, it will notify us. So in this session we will just see how we can create that wrapper. Okay, that's it. Okay, so let's say and if I want to share some relatable example, okay, let's take one relatable example. So suppose there is a letterbox in your house at the in the front gate of your home, right? So if someone puts some letter on that letterbox, so what it will do, it will check if the value is changed, because a new letter is introduced in the letterbox. So what it will do, it will send you the notification that there is some, with any mechanism, maybe you have put some sensor in it, or some cameras are there, or whatever functionality you are using, but it will help you by notifying it that yes, there is something in the letterbox. So this thing is considered as a application with signal, because that mechanism is already implemented when we are using the signal. So you can relate your application as your home. Okay, and then whenever there is a change in that particular signal value, which is nothing but a letterbox, so if someone change the value by putting a letter in it, so in that case it will notify the system that something has changed, and then you can simply go and just collect your letter. But when you are using just normal variables, in that case there is no mechanism in the letterbox, so whatever changes are happening there, you will not be notified for that. So in that situation you are supposed to go every time and check manually whether the letter is there or not. Okay, so this is the difference between using signal and using normal value. Clear? I think this example is clear to all of you. So let me again summarize it for you. When you are using signal, then it will automatically notify you that something has changed. But when you are not using signal, it will not notify you manually. Okay, Angular will check it. Okay, Angular will check it manually. But if you are using signal, there is no need of manual detection, change detection. It will automatically capture it. Alright, so let's see how we can create the signal. So suppose I want to create a signal or number signal. So for that, what I can do, I can simply put here, for example, letter 1. So this is my variable, and I want to create my signal. So I can write here signal opening closing parenthesis, and here I can put the values, for example 10, and just save it after a semicolon. Okay, let me put it here. Yeah, so now you can see it is highlighting this that cannot find the name signal. Why? Because we have not imported it yet. So to import it, just simply go to this import section, and here you can write signal. This is coming from Angular core. Okay, so accordingly you can put. So once it is added, now your signal is created. So that is the only concept of signal, that you just need to write a variable name and the wrapper around the value, which is signal. Okay, so whenever this letter 1 value is changed, it will notify us. That we will be seeing in the next sessions, but for now we are just going to see how to create the signal. So this is the one way of creating a signal. Now how to print this value? So to print this value, what you can do, you can simply go to this app.component.html. Here just write the paragraph, and in paragraph I will write value of signal, okay, then colon, and then I'm using this curly braces, and inside this you are supposed to write letter 1. Okay, so what will happen if we are using it only letter 1? Let me show you, because normally we see we print the variable in this way only, right? So let's go to terminal, click on new terminal, and here you can write ng serve -- open and enter. It will take few seconds and open the browser for you, and then you will see that it is actually printing something else. What it is printing? Signal 10. So this is not the expected output, right? Because we want to show the exact output, which is 10. So why it is showing signal 10? Because it's an, now you can see the warning. It is saying that letter 1 is a function and it should be invoked like this, okay, because we are using signal here. So to get the value, to print the value, we are supposed to use this parenthesis. So once you put it, you will get the actual value. Okay, so it is clear like how to print the value. Now next thing I want to show you, this is the signal, but here we have not mentioned the type. But so you but because of TypeScript, it will automatically detect the type. But in case if you want to specify the type, which is always recommended, so what you can do, you can put angular bracket, and inside that just put the type of the signal. So this is number signal, so I can see values is still same. So we have both options. We can directly write signal and according to the value it will identify, or we can put something like this, which will tell explicitly that we are using the number signal here. Now let's see how to create the signal, which is string signal. Okay, yeah. So for string signal, again, like either you can put values like this ABC. So this is also a correct way. And to print this thing, let me copy it, and here we will just print 2. So it will work same. Okay, you can see value is coming. But again, if you want to specify the type, because currently it is just checking the value, and according to the value it is considering the data type, but it is always recommended to put something like this, string. It will not do anything. It will just tell the system that yes, you are using string. So it depends on the developer, like some prefer it, some don't prefer it, but I have tell you both things, so according to your need you can put it. Okay, so this is the third thing. Now third let me show you how we can create the array signal, because array signal is also important, right? So for that we will create here, let's say string array. So I will write here string array, and here we will put the values. So in values we will write brackets, square brackets, and inside this we will put the value, for example ABC, then comma XYZ. I think it is freeze due to some reason. Yeah, now it is okay. So let me put quotes here. Alright, so now you can save it. So once you save it, and let's go and app.html. So here I will just simply print the letter 3 as well, and now you can see it is printing the value. Okay, let's say if I want to print only the first value, is it fine if you put something like this? Okay, let's not make it that complex for now. This thing I think we can discuss in the separate video, because for now we are just mainly focusing on how to show the value. So you can see here value of signal 10, ABC, XYZ. So these all values are coming from the signal, and the benefit are also there. Right now we are just focusing on creation, but later I will tell you like how to get notification of these changes. Okay, so that also we will be discussing in upcoming session, but for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to create the signals. Maybe in the next session I'll also show you some more types of signal. Okay, and then step by step we will proceed further. So by the meantime, you can do the practice of these concepts, and if you have any queries or question, you can ask in the comment section. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.